kegiatannya dan bagaimana update daripada program.
The project itself is a 3-year project, and it's focused on the elimination of the forced labor in electronics supply chain. And since nickel is part of it, that's why the focus was on Indonesia, but otherwise other countries, Thailand and Malaysia, are also part of the project. In this particular case, we have tripartite discussions, not only tripartite, but multilateral discussions with different actors like representatives of the government officials, representatives of the ministries, labor, and manpower, so on. Also the civil society organizations, because we also have partners like the President, for instance, here in Indonesia, who are implementing the project. And the idea behind is basically to make them aware of what's going on in the production of nickel in that's why we invited the trade unions, including our affiliates, but not only, who would speak about the reality they're facing as workers and members of the independent trade unions in production.
Terus pandangan berikutnya, karena hari ini kan kita mengundang dari berbagai lembaga, baik itu kementerian, termasuk juga para pendengar khususnya dari Baris Krim. Pandangan Alex sendiri dari forum ini seperti apa?
Yeah, because we already identified that there are many angles, or let's say many interest points, let's say, of different stakeholders that are involved in this process. And when we're speaking about the forced labor, like I said in my address to the people here, it is not necessarily someone who is enchained and who is really exploited as a slave, but there are also different ways how forced labor can be nowadays implemented. So we wanted them, different agencies, to be aware of this, and the next step would be to deal with it in order to remove completely the forced labor from electronics production chain, and in particular nickel production.
Secara keseluruhan, pandangan Alex program ini secara aktif, apakah sesuai dengan rencana awal daripada apa yang sudah digagas dan dijalankan?
Yes, it is aligned, because eventually what we are trying to achieve in the battery supply chain, and you know that IndustriAll has a separate project in the battery supply chain, and particularly implementation of the due diligence in the battery supply chain. This type of activity would help us to identify the points where we can act and involve the government agencies, the employees' representatives, and of course the civil society organizations, as trade unions, obviously, in order to solve the issues and to perform the due diligence in the battery supply chain. Obviously, nickel is not only for the battery supply. I think it's only 30-35% that are used for the battery supply chain. The rest is rather for the steel production, stainless steel production. Can be used in different construction. We're aware of this, but already dealing with the battery supply chain will automatically have to cover everything else, because the battery is a big interest nowadays. And as we know, nowadays Indonesia is a big exporter of nickel. It's one of the main exporters worldwide, and therefore these products you will find in batteries that are supplied in the US, in Europe, and everywhere else. And this is precisely where anti-slavery legislation is in place. And in European Union in particular, they can't anymore sell the products where there is let's let's say, forcefully involved. And that's precisely where we as trade unions have the possibility to use it as a leverage in order to make sure that our members, let's say our affiliates, that their members' rights are respected.
Thank you for your comment. For Media Center SME. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.